Hello, my name is Mary Kay Schwebke, and I serve as one of the co-chairs for JCC's Quality Initiative Task Force. The task force was formed several years ago and is now into its second phase of work. The first phase involved developing the College Educational Philosophy Statement, which Marilyn Zagora, Vice President of Academic Affairs, has already spoken about earlier in this presentation. The second phase of our work has been shaped by high priority concerns identified by the JCC faculty. One near the top of the list was the issue of students taking responsibility for their learning and education. Our educational philosophy affirms our belief that responsible students play an active role in the learning process and are not simply passive recipients of information. One of our jobs as their instructors is to foster a classroom environment that expects our students to be engaged in their learning. For our students, this means coming to class on time prepared and ready to participate, showing respect for everyone else in the class, even if they don't happen to agree with them, and being proactive in their classroom and learning behaviors. For us, this means being well prepared and up to date in our field of study, sharing our enthusiasm for our work with our students, and serving as role models for active learning and excellence. As I always tell my students, you will get out of this course what you put into it. I am here to work with you, support you, and assist you, but I will not do your work for you. We work as a team, each playing an equal and mutually beneficial part. The benefit for me has been that I have learned much from my students, and I thank them for that. I hope you find the same to be true in your teaching experience at JCC. Our Student Responsibility Statement has been endorsed by the JCC faculty and the JCC Student Senate. In addition, it has also been disseminated to all non-teaching JCC staff and administration. Our goal is that the tenets of the Student Responsibility Statement become an integral part of the culture of Jamestown Community College. Everyone knows what is expected, and our college climate is positive, proactive, and productive. An electronic version of this one-page document has been included with the materials accompanying this orientation. Feel free to attach it to your course syllabus or use it in your classes in any way you think it will have a positive impact. In addition, you will find a repository of teaching tools and ideas in Angel that you may access to help support your efforts at promoting student responsibility in your classroom.
As noted in the Student Responsibility Statement, JCC expects students to display integrity in all endeavors, and especially in their academic pursuits. As a member of our faculty, you play an important role in explaining our commitment to academic integrity to students and in helping students understand what integrity means in the context of your course. It will be important to reference your commitment to academic integrity in your syllabus and to explain the consequences of violations of our academic integrity policies. When presented at the outset of a course, the topic of academic integrity can be approached as one important element in the educational process. The Student Constitution contains information regarding our academic integrity policy. You will want to become familiar with the processes associated with academic integrity described in the Student Constitution. Please contact your assistant dean or academic director or coordinator if you would like to discuss our policies in general or a specific situation related to academic integrity. We appreciate your assistance in providing a consistent message across all courses about the importance of academic integrity.
Hello, my name is Eileen Goodling, and I'm the Vice President and Dean of Student Development. I've been in this position at JCC since August of 2007. I am so pleased to welcome you to Jamestown Community College. The Student Constitution is a document made available on the JCC webpage. All new, first-time, full-time students receive an orientation to the Student Constitution in their Student Success Seminars. Academic integrity, student conduct, and civility statements are included in the appendices on pages 8, 10, and 12. This is a document that provides students, as well as you as a faculty member, an understanding of the rights, responsibilities, and regulations our students need to know and to follow. The Constitution also outlines the student judicial process that we follow at JCC. It speaks to some of the more common infractions of students from a behavioral standpoint, as well as from an academic integrity perspective. In addition, the Student Constitution informs us all of the due process that is the right of students when misconduct is alleged. I encourage you to familiarize yourself with these mutual expectations between the college and students, and to understand what the college can expect from the student and what a student can expect from the college in order to engage in a positive learning experience. It will be helpful to you to familiarize yourself with the college's expectations and to be mindful of the procedures for handling academic infractions and student misconduct prior to your class. The JCC Civility Statement and subsequent faculty and student guides, all of which can be found on the JCC web pages, evolved from a charge of the faculty to the Student Affairs Committee several years ago. The Civility Statement reads as follows: Jamestown Community College is committed to the highest standards of academic and ethical integrity, acknowledging that respect for self and others is the foundation of educational excellence. As such, we will cultivate an environment of mutual respect and responsibility. Whether we are students, faculty, or staff, we have a right to be in a safe environment, free of disturbance, and civil in all aspects of human relations. The intent in the development of this statement was to be proactive and educative, not reactive to any particular concerns experienced at JCC. Campus and classroom approaches to advancing and promoting civil behaviors and conduct have been topics of nationwide discussion in higher education for a number of years. It is important in our society that we are able to engage in discourse that allows for a diversity of viewpoints, and it is one of our roles as educators to help foster the ability for students to do so in a civil manner. It is also important that you have the tools to help you anticipate and minimize potential incidents of inappropriate behavior, and to assist in planning appropriate interventions when such situations do occur. I encourage you to view these types of situations as a part of the educational process and an opportunity to extend students' learning beyond the subject matter at hand. We support an across-the-college inclusion of the civility statement and reference to the JCC web pages for students regarding civility when creating a course syllabus, as it provides the foundation for the discussion of the instructor's expectations of conduct in the classroom. If a conduct situation does occur, address it in a timely fashion, and certainly consult with your assistant dean or coordinator. Suggestions to help you anticipate and minimize incidents of inappropriate classroom behavior or incivility are included in the Adjunct Faculty Handbook, in the Faculty Guide dealing with classroom civility. A few suggestions include to start with an effective syllabus. This is your contract with your students and allows you to clearly state your expectations. Model the behavior you expect. It will be important for you to model the behavior and standards that you expect from your students. Communicate effectively with your students. Attempt to establish relationships with your students that model respectful behavior, good listening, and assertive language. I encourage you to read the Faculty Guide on Classroom Civility and use the guidelines offered as tools in your classroom. The Behavioral Intervention Team, or BIT, was formed with the mission of providing a resource to faculty and staff to be able to garner early intervention for students demonstrating a need for support. The team is made up of JCC staff members representing residence life, counseling, campus safety, judicial affairs, the health center, and buildings and grounds. Faculty and staff are encouraged to make referrals to the team when they encounter students whom they believe to be struggling with issues that may be interfering with that student's academic and personal growth and development. If you believe you have a student who is in need of the support of this team, I encourage you to speak with your assistant dean about the steps to take to submit a referral.
JCC faculty members not only provide valuable classroom learning, but also connect students when appropriate to student development offices and services for additional support and enrichment outside of the classroom experience. The next several slides represent the staff and offices with you should become familiar as you implement the JCC Promise. Let's start with the college's tutorial centers. Tutorial centers, located at both campuses, provide services to not only students, but also provide assistance and resources to our faculty as well. These services, as outlined in the following slides, are numerous. As you begin each new semester with JCC, please take a few moments of your course time to announce to classes what these services are, where the facilities are located, and to encourage students to take advantage of the resources. Your verbal recommendation can be an important factor in helping students to take action for assistance sooner rather than later. Do not hesitate to make an individual student referral or to connect with Kay and Beth with your questions. Tutorial services can be provided to Dunkirk and Warren Center students through Kay Young. The physical location of the Disability Support Office is adjacent to the tutorial centers in Olean and Jamestown. Nancy Callahan is the coordinator and contact for students who are requesting accommodations. Students must contact Nancy directly for necessary modifications and support services. Documentation that verifies the existence of a disability and supports the need for accommodation must be provided. Please do not provide accommodations and/or modifications for students unless you have been directed to do so by Nancy. All faculty new to the college receive an information packet from her outlining these services through the office. If you suspect that a student would benefit from a referral, please make an effort to assist in making this connection. Office hours are also scheduled at our Dunkirk and Warren locations. Do not hesitate to call, email, or visit Nancy should you have any questions about process or individual students. Counseling centers at all locations provide valuable developmental opportunities for fostering student learning and growth and addressing student concerns. From advisement and transfer counseling to career planning, life coping, and decision-making strategies, students are provided with the information and resources to identify successful academic and personal choices. The language of student responsibility and strategies for making wise and informed choices are integral not only to the counseling center faculty, staff, and student interactions, but serve as a basis for all student development front office student interactions as well. Please contact any one of our faculty counselors for assistance with student issues or to discuss making an on-campus referral for a student. Community resource referrals are also available through the counseling centers. You'll next meet Jen Johnson and Paula Snyder from the health centers. Our health centers work with students and employees to assist with health-related concerns. Confidential services are provided by our nurses. Student referrals can be made for a variety of services: general first aid, stress management, access to over-the-counter medicine, pregnancy testing, and health videos are but a few of the examples. JCC health centers are not 24/7 centers of operation. Should you encounter a medical emergency, call 911 first for assistance, and then notify the switchboard of the emergency if possible.
Please proceed to Part 4 of this orientation, where you will be provided information about many tools and resources you may find helpful as you prepare for your new assignment on the JCC team.